I'm an English professor, and this is how to get away with plagiarism. I mean, how to catch students who are plagiarizing. How to catch them, not how to do it. What do you think sinister buttocks means? I'm a viral bitch, let's go. Where's the slut? Where's all the slut stuff? I'll tell you all my hot tips. Students, turn it off. Don't watch this video. The funniest kind of plagiarism is when students take something and then they try to hide it by using a bunch of synonyms. They just whip out the thesaurus and throw the thesaurus at it. Here, I'll say the phrase that was in a student paper. Now you tell me, what was it supposed to be before they ran it through their thesaurusizing machine? Ladies of shade. That's right, they meant women of color. Bosom danger. That, of course, meant breast cancer originally. My grandma died of bosom danger. It's called spinning, or thesaurusizing, a real word, or rogeting, named after the thesaurus, the thesaurus. A guy in the UK named Chris Sadler came up with the term rogeting, so I'm crediting, citation, I'm not plagiarizing this video. He had the example, sinister buttocks. What was that originally? And the answer is Left Behind. There are AIs that'll do this synonymizing for you. You know, AIs, those man-made consciousness AI. Well, here's a trick. You just put it in Google Translate it to a language, translate it back to English. Blam, all the synonyms are done for you. Plagiarism isn't just a thing students do. There's like websites, newspapers will do it. Like they'll take a source. Oh yeah, this was us. We call this spinning. So this Israeli newspaper got caught doing this. Buffalo Bill became like Buffalo Invoice. Speaking of bad translations, during World War II, the British had a saying, loose lips sink ships. Loose lips sink ships. Don't talk about it, or a U-boat will murder your cousin. The Germans are very literal, though, right? Grammar Nazis. Loose lips. What does this mean? Well, what are they saying? And they translated it, and it came out as saggy labias ruin boats. And they couldn't figure out what that meant. And that's why they lost the war. George W. Bush, not George W. Hedge. President Shrub. We had 2 President Shrubs. I'm gonna beat you to your stupid comment. Oh, this video's plagiarized. He found some of these on the internet. You want me to stop the video to like cite every fucking source? Is that what you want? Is that the most entertaining video? You plagiarized this video. This thing was on a Reddit comment. I just said it, and now if you say that as a comment below, you're plagiarizing me. I was there first. Anyway, here's a clip from Friends where that character, Baby Kangaroo, did this exact thing like 20 years ago.
It's smart. I used a Thesaurus. They are warm, nice people with big hearts.
And that became their human prepossessing Homo sapiens with full-sized aortic pumps.
Yeah, and hey, I really mean it, dude.
So 1984, Big Brother is watching. No, there's some sort of enormous sibling viewing you. My favorite defense when students are like, I didn't plagiarize, I ran it through a plagiarism checker and it said it was fine. Like, why did you run it through a plagiarism checker? At what point in the process of sitting down and writing a paper do you go, you know what, I better check and make sure it doesn't come up as plagiarized? You do that when you're plagiarizing, you go, oh, it caught that, I better fix this part. Oh, over here it caught some stuff, better fix that. So if a student's like, I ran it through a plagiarism checker, red flag. Turnitin is just a dumb brute force Googling machine. It doesn't know what it's doing. And so if you're saying a plagiarism checker didn't catch you, I'm a plagiarism checker that's a lot smarter than that thing, and I caught you. So you saying you didn't plagiarize because the dumb thing said you didn't is like, I'm your driving instructor and I'm failing you at driving. And you're like, yeah, but like Grand Theft Auto said I was a good driver. Is that a thing Grand Theft Auto does? I don't know. There's a new journal article about this topic called Tortured Phrases, a dubious writing style emerging in science, because people are using like ChatGPT to help them like write their shit or translate stuff. AI, counterfeit consciousness, okay. Cloud computing became haze figuring. Central processing unit became vocal preparing unit. Signal to noise ratio came out as flag to commotion ratio. And random value became irregular esteem. I personally have quite irregular esteem on the weekends. So that's some spinning, rogeting, thesaurusizing that's coming up in scholarly articles. So this problem is graduating. Say you're starting out as a grad assistant, you're starting out as a professor. My #1 tip for catching plagiarism, trust your gut. Something seems weird and off, it's probably because it's weird and off. There's something wrong. All these things I learned, not because they taught us, they don't teach us this shit. I had to learn these on my own. The way I've learned them is by trusting my gut, following up, oh, that's weird, what's that about? And going, oh, it's because they bought the essay and that means this, oh, okay. develop a good gut like mine. I have a really good gut. I have a nice dad bod. Not on me, I keep it in the crawl space, but I have it. My very well-developed professor gut detector is a little too highly attuned, I think, because the other day I was reading the Declaration of Independence, you know, for fun, and it said, "We find these truths to be self-evident." And I was like, that means it's almost midnight and you don't have time to Google all this shit. So you're gonna be like, I don't need to cite this. It's self-evident. Y'all love this one. Teachers are plagiarizing by using the same plagiarism text in their syllabus they pasted in. That's plagiarism. Yeah, it's not plagiarism. I didn't claim I wrote it. 85% of the shit in my syllabus, I didn't write. They just give it to me to paste in there. Oh my fucking God. You guys think I wrote the textbook too? All right, let's talk about my favorite plagiarized paper of all time. Turned into me. I didn't find this shit on Reddit. I don't need to cite it. Abortion refers to the act of deliberately terminating a fetus before the delivery period. This social menace, okay, deteriorates the morality of a community. Notice there hasn't been any citations yet, so this is just the student's opinion. Very strong opinions. Though at times it is medically proven, it will always remain to be a crime against humanity. Once a newborn's life has been terminated, this is killing of a person, just like any adult. Therefore, abortion should be banned, and anyone practicing it should be brought into a jail term for murder. And that is cited to Teats and Henshaw. These are some angry teats. Like, call them your teats. It will always be a crime against humanity is quite a claim. Whoever Teats and Henshaw is, they're calling abortion a crime against humanity, according to that citation. So let's check the source. This is why we have citations, so that I can go find the article myself. So let's find these angry teats. Compilation of international statistics on legal abortion. Quote, abortion rates tend to peak at the age group of 20 to 24. This doesn't sound to me like Teats is the Stephen A. Smith of abortion hot takes and crimes against humanity, does it to you? I don't know. When a woman commits an abortion, it is a sin against the moral rules of the society. Any society. It's impossible to have a society where it's fine. Oh, okay. From such an experience, a person tends to think of other ways of get rid of the feelings. Right, okay. They always seem to think that drugs take away the shame. They always want to be in the mood of forgetting what they did. After being used to drugs, they end up being drug addicts where they cannot live without the stimulants. That's right. And that's cited to Stevenson, 1981. All right, so Stevenson's coming in hot. Women who have abortions are just, you know, fucking whores who do drugs to forget about their shame caves. You know that old saying, murder a baby, get some Scooby snacks? Send that baby back and smoke some crack. There it is. It is in the Journal of Uppity Karens. The article is titled, Meth and Me, How I Learned to Flush My Fallopian Tubes and Love Baby Murdering. Article is called Flower and Fruit Abortion, Proximate Causes and Ultimate Functions. Annual Review of Ecology and Systematics. Does that sound like a journal that's publishing, women are fucking whores, the article? Many species commonly produce mature fruits from only a small portion of their female flowers. These species regularly abort both flowers and immature fruits. Where's the slut? Where's all the slut stuff? Give me the slut stuff. What is this? So what's going on here? Somebody wrote a long-ass diatribe or a lengthy donkey fulmination, and then Googled the word abortion, found a bunch of articles that had the word abortion somewhere in the title maybe, and then just made some fake citations. Like, women are fucking whores and they do drugs to feel better. And okay, here's the source. I'll just put a citation there. They didn't look at that source. They don't know what the fuck that's about. If you see fake citations like this is likely an indication the student bought the essay. I've seen a number that are like this. Those websites where you can buy an essay, you give them the assignment, they'll write an essay for you. Yeah, the people working at these websites are lazy as fuck. They will do very quick shortcuts. Oh, I don't need to read the article. I'll make a fake citation. I'll make a fake quote. I'll make a fake. All they're doing is trying to get it so it passes like a plagiarism checker, an AI one, not a real one. Like, if you get caught plagiarizing, what are you gonna do? Be like, well, I bought this essay. It's not my fault that, you know, I paid someone to not plagiarize for me. You're gonna leave a bad Yelp review or an unsatisfactory squeal scan. There's more expensive routes, you know, just pay a grad student to write the paper for you. So you pay like $15 an hour for an essay, it's probably not gonna be a very good essay. Mostly what I teach, I would call like an introduction to scholarship. Like I'm getting my students to go look at like journals, like whatever field, maybe whatever their major is or a field that interests them, go into the journals and look up articles and see what scholars are saying. What's an issue that's in the topic of tentacle porn. I don't what's going on in that field? What are people studying? What's the new science that's coming out in this field? When the news is like, there's a new study, chocolate gives you ass cancer. Let's look at the study and let's see their data. Is the Today Show full of shit? Here's what an actual scholarly source looks like. Unborn babies in the womb can taste flavors their mother have eaten, such as garlic, carrots, or vanilla, in the amniotic fluid, which can affect what they will enjoy eating as adults. Isn't that great? So whatever your mom ate while she was pregnant, that gets in the amniotic fluid, and then you taste it, and then you're like, oh, that's why I like Taco Bell. My mom was like drunk all the time at 4 in the morning. All right, interesting. Which I think explains why my favorite food, the flavor I just seek out the most, is amniotic fluid. I mean, I based it in it. Of course I love the taste of amniotic fluid. Stop hogging it all, ladies. It's also why I enjoy fetus stew and wire hangers and licking my twin sister. I don't have a twin sister. Anyway, this week's secret ingredient on Chopped. By the way, amniotic fluid tastes like pee. It's just baby pee. All right, fun facts. This is a real study, by the way. The principal investigator, Julie Manella, has a PhD in taste in infants. Didn't know you could get a PhD in that. Now you tell me, does this sound like somebody's fetish barely disguised as science? They fed women garlic, then they took out samples of the amniotic fluid and made other women, and only women, sniff the amniotic fluid to see if they could detect the garlic. All right, if that wasn't someone's fetish, it is now. And they're here tonight. Maybe if your mom's a whore, lots of cream pies, and then you like that, maybe that's why boys turn out gay. Well, it deserves further study. Oh my God, I'm gonna get canceled. That's just me being a straight beige cis male poop duke. So one way of spotting this kind of plagiarism, this fake citation, just pick a couple of sources and check and see if you can actually find that information on that page. Sometimes it's not as obvious as like, oh, this is about whores and abortion, and like, this is a paper about flowers. This quote is from page 24 in this paper in the Journal of Raw Dogging Hotties, and then you go, well, page 24 is the last page of the article, so you're citing the bibliography, or they'll cite a source and they actually have a quote. Oh man, a quote. But the quote is in the abstract, not in the article, because opening a PDF, that's just too adamantine. That means hard.
Difficult, tough, strenuous.
Here's a way to find fake citations. Sometimes journals put out, like, hey, this issue's coming up. It's gonna have these things in it, but it's currently embargoed and you can't actually get those articles. But these idiots don't know that. And they just say like, oh yeah, there's this keyword. Okay, yep, I got it from that source. And you literally cannot look at that source. It's embargoed. A student in my class said that most children in America who start school do not end up completing their course. Cite Kennedy 9. All right, so whoever this Kennedy guy is, he said that. This was probably recent. We're talking about modern education, and this guy, Kennedy, somebody? It's JFK from A Nation of Immigrants. I'm not sure JFK is real up on the latest education statistics. All right, so let's talk about Turnitin. That's a plagiarism checker, Mom. You turn your paper in, I get a percentage. Just right in the gradebook. I don't have to click anything in the gradebook. You turn the thing in and it says 8%. So what Turnitin does is it brute force Googles everything in the paper. Google it, Google it, Google it. It also has its own database, stuff that's not in Google. We'll talk about that in a minute. So the laziest, easiest to catch kind of plagiarism, this will catch it immediately. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. You turn the paper in and this thing will say like 100% or 50%. This is not an AI. This is just brute force Googling, spits out a percentage. And even AIs aren't that smart. For example, if you ask ChatGPT, it takes 2 hours for 5 towels to dry on a clothesline. How long will it take for 10 towels to dry? ChatGPT says it'll take 4 hours. All right, now a lot of kids online, you'll see this, will complain, oh, my paper, it was perfect. I wrote the whole thing, but Turnitin said it was 12% plagiarized. This is bullshit, what the fuck? You don't get a thing that says 12% and then go, all right, I'm gonna take off 12%. Or I'm gonna say you definitely plagiarized it because it said 12%. So that's not how this works. Turnitin flags things for us. We get a look closer. Now, if it flags 80% of your paper, I don't gotta look too close. But a lot of kids online are like, oh, it's flagged it as plagiarism, but all it flagged is just the quotes in my paper. Why did it do that? And then my teachers are all dumb and they think that's real. So why isn't it smart enough to just go, well, that's in quotes, don't check if that's plagiarized. They're quoting it, it's fine. they did that at one point. And then here's the trick. You put quotation marks around every paragraph, the whole paragraph. Maybe make the font white. I didn't check any of those things. It's like, oh, those are in quotes. Don't check it. So now there's a setting. We can turn on or off whether or not to check inside of quotes, which I always leave it so that it's checking, because then I can look through the paper. It doesn't matter, like I'm not gonna just say, oh, 12%, oh, it must be 12%. So if you write a big rant about women are whores or whatever, and then you make some fake citations, Turnitin's not gonna notice that those citations are fake, but I will notice immediately. So this is a two-step process. You have to both fool the Googling thing, and then you gotta fool me too. These are two very different processes. I mean, young teachers, this is how students are trying to get around. We're the last line of defense and we're looking, okay. This is what it looks like on Turnitin. I just click on your essay and this stuff is highlighted. Click on that, there it comes. This is where it came from. All right, pretty simple. And plagiarized from what? This is an essay turned into my class, exampleessays.com. All right, so there are websites and places where they put like student essays. There's Course Hero, which has a paywall, and it's like, hey, students, put up a bunch of your work from a class, and then you get to access all the other stuff, right? So they're building this database for cheating, I mean, to help you study. So if it's paywalled, Googling doesn't get past the paywall. So Turnitin won't know it's in there, right? So if you pay for that subscription to Course Hero, you get into those essays behind the paywall. Maybe it's not in Turnitin. Oh, interesting. But a lot of students aren't paying for that. So they're using the bits that aren't. There's like the preview part. They're like, oh, we'll show you the first page of this essay. You gotta pay to see the rest. Well, students will just take bits from this page of that one, and this page of that one, and this page of that one. And it makes for a terrible read. It's like clearly, obviously not written by one person. It has no fucking flow whatsoever. It's garbage, but hey, it looks like a paper, I guess.
And don't worry, I didn't try to sound smart at all.
But you get stuff like this. Unconditional love. There is really nothing you could do to the person that has unconditional love for you that would change the love they feel for you, which is wrong, because you could stab them in the stay with my abuser part of the prefrontal cortex, and I think that would change their feelings. Okay. We all need love, even pets, trees, and things need love. That is some deep thoughts. Trees need love, people, don't forget. Now you might be saying to me, I must have done a terrible job teaching. You know, if a student thought that this would get through, checks data, yeah. See how much lecture all the students watched? This is, 9 of the 21 students haven't even watched a single full lecture. This has taken 10 weeks in. We're over halfway through the class. The student who turned this paper in on unconditional love, how much do you think of my lectures did they watch? Oh, it turns out they're not on the list because they haven't clicked on a single lecture and they don't show up in the data. It's fun, you know, you write all these lectures, you record these lectures and try to make them interesting, and then half the class doesn't even watch a full lecture, and some people don't watch any of it. And then they complain that you're a bad teacher. You know, that's... And by the way, I don't tell students I have this data because this would be so easy to game. All you do, you just go into the learning management system. You just pull up the lecture, you hit play, you walk away, you leave it going. First day of class, you could watch all the lectures and then my data's ruined, I wouldn't know. So I don't mention it. Until maybe later when they're trying to like raise some shit at me, and then I'm like, oh, by the way, how much of this lecture you watched? Oh, none of it. Interesting. Rotated Inside also has a database of student writing. Every essay turned in through Turnitin, every class that uses it, every teacher that uses it, they all go in a database, right? So if your friend who took somebody else's class gives you their essay, or your older brother, you borrow an essay he wrote a couple years ago.
Hey, bro, you remember Mr. Butthole's class? And I was wondering if you have an old copy of yours anywhere.
Guess what? Might not be on Google, but it might be in Turnitin's database, which means if you turn in a paper to my class that you turned in a class like last semester, I gotcha. That's self-plagiarism. And in person, when I tell you this, look around the room, there's a couple of wide eyes because they didn't know self-plagiarism was a thing. Yeah, it's a thing. You can't take a paper you wrote for one class, then later turn it into a different class. Why not? Why? It's not plagiarism. I'm not stealing from anybody. This is my own work. All right, let's forget the word plagiarism. Instead, let's say academic dishonesty. You're supposed to do this assignment for my class and you go, well, I did something for a previous, I'll just turn this into this class. So that's my loophole to get you anyway. Self-plagiarism, real thing. Just ask John Fogerty. your music's so like basic and boring that we think you plagiarized yourself. And so this is a new song. It's like, it sounds a lot like your old songs, buddy. Here's something I wish I had been taught when I first started out as like a grad student or as a young professor. If you have an assignment prompt and then a student turns in a paper and it doesn't really fit the assignment and you're like, what? It's probably because they didn't write it for you. They wrote it for a different class and they're like, this'll fit. This is close enough, right? Okay. See, the more constrained you make the assignment, then the more obvious it is when they try to cram their paper they wrote about the history of butt sex into your class when you're talking about Courageous New Planet. This is stuff they should teach you in like day 1 of grad assistant training. I was like, here's how to catch plagiarism. Yeah, they didn't teach me any of that shit. I feel like most of the stuff we learned in like, oh, you're a new grad assistant. Here, you're gonna be teaching. Here. It's all very high-minded pedagogy and very, very thoughtful stuff. And then it's like, oh, 98% of this is dealing with shitty students.
One of the finest editors we've ever had at Roger's Thesaurus. Joe's bought the farm, he's cashing his chips, kick the bucket. He's been deep sixed, he's doing the lawn limbo right now.
The font changes abruptly. Font size, font color, font. It goes from Times New Roman to Calibri to whatever, and the colors changes slightly. It goes from black to gray. It's like, all right, well, that was where you hit Control V. Oh, it happens to coincide with this paragraph where all these claims are coming in and there's no citations. It's very interesting. Gotta warm up my coffee a little bit. All right, so here's a tip on catching plagiarizers. If you can't prove it, right? You haven't found the smoking gun, you're suspicious though. Have a meeting in your office. Don't tell them, oh, plagiarism. Don't warn them. You just want to talk about their paper. We just want to talk about revision. Ask some questions. Well, what about this source? Because if they didn't write the paper, if they didn't look at these sources, they're not going to know what the fuck they're talking about. There's a form of plagiarism called accidental plagiarism or cryptomnesia. It's a fun word. Paul McCartney was really paranoid about it when he wrote Yesterday.
And I just woke up one morning with this tune in my head. Just remembered it, made sure I remembered it. And then I just hawked it around to all my friends and stuff and said, what's this? You know, it's gotta be something.
Accidental plagiarism, cryptomnesia. It can happen if you're bad at doing research. You read something, then later you regurgitate it and think, oh, that was a great idea I had. We're not really gonna catch that. This is really low on the level of like, oh, you paid someone to write your paper. It's the bad comedian's excuse, Amy Schumer. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have a bunch of jokes about your dick or something, you know. What is unusual is to have like 5 of them in a row, like you string those 5 together. The odds of that happening are pretty low. So Amy Schumer has had this happen, took those jokes and like modified them slightly. This is plagiarism. And the defense you could offer is, well, maybe I saw that special and it was in the back of my mind somewhere. I didn't realize I was plagiarizing. That's cryptomnesia. They're full of shit. That was an intentional thing, Amy Schumer, but okay. Or as a student once put it in a paper turned into my class, the world is ruled by people who are interested in their self-interest. I'm jealous of chemistry teachers because, you know, like, I have to show you examples of like student essays. This is my fun like experiment. Chemistry teachers can like light you on fire and like blow shit up. You don't see English teachers snorting coke and be like, all right, here's how to be like Stephen King.
And up goes the $20 bill, so you think, right? And it continues, although that's... Give me 1 second. That didn't work.
Or biology teachers demonstrating squirting. You know, we don't do that. But chemistry teachers, oh, you can just light students on fire. That's fine. Anyway, you might be thinking right about now, this guy, I want him to teach my very young children. Hey, do you want to buy my kids' book? It's called Everybody Turns Into Poop. Slowly, underground, in a box, in the dark, alone, forever. With bugs. Kids love bugs. Books about bugs. Big hit with the kids. I could eat that girl for brunch as she dances on my tongue. Did I ever cheat when I was a student? Oh yeah, you better believe I cheated a lot. I mean, I did. I took a chemistry test for another student in exchange for vodka. I was underage. He was gonna buy it for me. All right, I'll take your chemistry test for you. I haven't been in a chemistry class in 2 years, but I'll take it for you. That's fine. I took a physics test where I wrote all my answers jive fucking gantic so that the kid behind me could read the answers. One time I wrote an essay for someone in exchange for a blowjob. I did that. Granted, she was my girlfriend at the time, so cucked myself, I guess. I don't know. I don't recommend transactional sex in a relationship. After all, as one student once put it, part of the problem with unconditional love in relationships is the lack of understand what it really means. I got a BJ to improve a student's grade. That's true. They just weren't my student. Fun facts. I'm sure she's gonna love this video coming out. Also, my mom is watching this, so this is awkward. Mom, you know who it was. I'm too drunk for this right now. Am I afraid that I'm gonna get fired if I admit, oh yeah, I plagiarized when I was an undergrad. I took a chemistry test for some kid. Am I gonna get fired for that? I don't care. You know why? The only way I get fired for that is if this video goes fucking viral as shit. Otherwise, no one's gonna notice. And if I go viral as shit, you can't fire me, I quit. It's like, I'm a viral bitch, let's go. Which I'm gonna announce right now, I'm quitting anyway. I'm quitting because I am becoming a professional musician. That's right, I'm going pro as a musician. This is the announcement. I'm going pro, let's go. This is the worldwide premiere of my first music video. Audio visual experience of songwriting. Are you guys prepared? Excited? Ready? Anticipating? I'm becoming an audiologist. More synonyms. Synonymize me. Oh, God.
I could eat that girl for brunch as she twerks on my tongue. Her mouth feels number one. I could purchase so much stuff. It's an addiction, not a smash. Call and say hello. There's a gift with a bow, and I left it below.
A county in Ireland.
She's coming on the escalator,
and I'm moving all my hair.
Newborn, I think you were made for me. Someone make the formula.
I'm resisting gluttony.
You're just so sweet.
I'll spread a shower for you as you like. Clothes on the counter, attempt to wear them. If it gets stuck, I'll hate you if you move it. I could eat that girl for brunch and she waltzes on my tongue. Her mouth is number one. I could purchase so much stuff. It's an addiction, not a snuff.
Phil.
She's grabbing photos in the mirror. Jesus Christ, your skin's transparent.
She smiles head to toe. She is illuminating dough.
A deer, a female deer.
I could swallow her for supper.
If
Yes,
she
she
twerks on my soft palate.
I wanna be more than a friend. I don't want to break it. I just want you to bend. Do you know how to exceed your plastic deformation limit? I could eat that girl for brunch.
I could eat that girl for brunch.
Drown me in mimosas.
Where's your hanging indent, you little bitch? What's going on with your brain? Are you not braining enough? Am I afraid of getting fired if I admit?
I could eat that girl for brunch as she twerks on my tongue. Her mouth feels number one. I could purchase so much stuff. It's an addiction, not a smash.